Right, so I just got Planet Zoo, and I thought it'd be worth just doing a quick video, to be honest. I've just created an avatar, and the first steps are in career. So you can do career, franchise mode, build zoos all around the world, and trade your animals online. You've got challenges, and you've got a sandbox to build your own zoo from scratch. So we do career based on the fact that it says your first steps. So there's a few to do. They're all locked. We've got a Goodwin in the house tutorial. So a little tooltip down there. Look, animals may not be able to access water if the slope is too steep. Areas in shelter are cooler in hot weather and warmer in cold weather. That's useful.
Heyo at Hematu. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. I have a habit of slipping back into the Planko language. It's good to finally meet you in person. I'm Bernard, although I insist you call me Bernie. The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife. And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpets. As you know, I own several zoos, but I always like to show people the ropes here at my home. This is the first zoo I ever opened, and a source of great pride for me. And prides, thanks to a lion breeding program we ran in the 80s. But we're in the middle of a big renovation, and that's where you come in. Sadly, our old contractor had to retire after developing a fur allergy. Poor devil kept sneezing his dentures into the lion habitat. So, it's up to you to finish everything off. Don't worry, though. I'm not completely throwing you in at the deep end. My head keeper, Nancy Jones, will be lending a helping hand. Oh, she's a hard worker, and she'll expect you to be too. But I'm sure you'll get along like a house on fire, or even better, one that isn't on fire. Less shouting that way.
Hello there. From that rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new hire. Good. Now, I hope you're ready to ditch your diploma because we're about to get really hands-on. But before we begin the real work, how about we familiarize you with the zoo by learning how to fly around it and visiting some of our beautiful animals? We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their habitat. Did you know that grizzly bears, also known as Ursus arctos horribilis, can hibernate for up to 7 months a year? Oh, but then again, given the chance, I think a lot of people would do that too. Select one of the bears and you'll bring up its information panel.
Did I just had a poo? I think it has, 30 sod.
This is where you can find out all kinds of information about your animal.
Oh,
The most
sitting in it.
important thing being its overall welfare. You'll learn more about animal welfare today as we go through your objectives. But for now, let's enjoy this magnificent animal. Why don't you select the camera at the bottom of its information panel? See now, this is a fantastic way to get a close look at your animals. You can also get this view of an animal by simply double-clicking on it. Okay, when you're ready, let's pop over to the other side of the zoo and take a look at the lions. I've marked their location for you to find.
Wait a minute, it's not having me at all. Oh, it's because we're still on it. Wait a minute. Why ain't it going up? Seems to be stuck. It actually literally won't turn. Better. Bedley.
Panthera Leo Leo, or the West African lion to you and me. Lions are the most social of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a pride, although prides of that size are pretty rare. As Bernie would say, those lions are awesome, which is precisely why I handle the training instead these days. Anyway, how about we get started on those objectives? Come on, let's head over to an empty habitat and see what needs doing there.
Where's an empty one? Common warthog. Well, that's what this habitat is. Can't see anything. Let's see if we're doing it right. Maybe we're not.
As you can see, it's a lovely space for animals, but it's missing a certain something. Well, two somethings. Warthogs. So I'd like you to adopt a pair of them. To adopt animals, we need to open the animal market, which is in the animal trading section. There we are, a pair of perfectly splendid warthogs for our zoo. Just click on them and select Adopt from the side menu. Normally the animal exchange would be full of animals, but I've emptied out the market while you learn how it works. The last thing I need is you accidentally ordering a dozen elephants.
And then we get the other one.
When you adopt an animal, it's automatically placed in the trade centre, where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat, which, as it happens, you are. So how about you move them into their new home?
Right, let's speed it up a little bit.
When you ask for an animal to be moved into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade centre, collect your animal, and deliver them to your selected habitat. I've marked the trade centre's location, so let's go and watch the caretakers in action.
Is it over there?
Well, as you can see, those caretakers don't hang about. They'll move those animals to their destination as fast as possible. Of course, normally we'd have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them into a habitat.
Got all sorts going on here, look.
Person of good standing that these warthogs are in the very rudest of health. Right, let's get the warthog's habitat finished up so we can keep them nice and happy. You see, each animal in the zoo has an overall welfare statistic, basically how happy they are. And that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas: nutrition, social health, habitat, and enrichment. Luckily, if you select an animal, you'll bring up their animal welfare information panel, which we saw earlier, where you can see how they're doing. That way, you'll know exactly
no toys.
what areas need to be addressed. Don't worry if that's a lot to remember. You can always check the Zoopedia for more information. Let's start by making sure we're taking care of the
These
warthogs'
noises they make.
nutrition welfare. To do this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now, each animal requires a different type of feeding station, and for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and a water bowl.
I don't know where the best place to put it is.
Animals also require stimulation to keep them happy. Let's add a lovely mud bath for the warthogs to roll around in. That bath will count towards their enrichment welfare, specifically their toy enrichment welfare.
Doesn't look very good, does it?
Oh, nice work. You've got a knack for this, I see. Now, our contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a pharaoh state. Unfinished thingamajigs and whatsits all over the shop. But the first thing we need to finish is the ostrich habitat. It's over near the hippos.
I've got to say, this managing the camera is terrible because half you have to press the middle mouse button and half the time it doesn't register it. So I may have to change that.
Oh, before we actually start building our ostrich habitat, let's pause the game. Just click the pause button in the bottom right corner.
Yeah. There you go.
I like it. A quick break. Sometimes it's a good idea to pause the game whilst you're doing something which requires your concentration, because it'll stop the zoo spinning out of control while you're looking the other way. Let's keep the game paused while we get this ostrich habitat built. Okay, job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier. Every habitat needs a habitat gate. After all, how else would the keepers get in and out? Just make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it.
Right, barriers. Habitat gate.
Right, let's complete the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like you to finish off the perimeter using the brick barrier.
Don't know, you make it smaller. Oh, and it is it. Oh, wait a minute. Bleeding buttons are terrible. Alright, forget it. Bleeding egg. I ain't having it at all, is it? Wait a minute, I've got it. No, I ain't. Wait. Oh, bleeding egg. Oh, bloody hell, now I'm going chaotic. That ain't easy. Silly. Won't. Oh, bleeding egg. Until I figure that out. Why ain't they showing? Oh. I got it, I got it. I think I got it. If we do that and then make the length shorter. Oh no, make it longer. That ain't done nothing, is it? Why ain't that kicking in and doing anything then? That ain't doing anything. Forget it, forget it. Oh, the next one's that long. Look how long that is. Let's go back. Let's make the next one 4 meters. Ah, figured it out. Nice if they showed you how to do that, wouldn't it? And then the next one we want really long.
Good work. Remember, before you can place animals in any habitat, it has to have a full loop of connected barrier.
We could have done a
Now,
windy
you've
bit, but
probably noticed that guests can't actually see into this.
yeah.
At least not without a stepladder. But seeing as they're banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier so the guests can see in.
Is it that one? Wait, what's that say? Transparent. Rather they saw it around here, wouldn't we?
There we go. Adding in more windows gives guests even more opportunities to see the animals in a habitat. It's always best to make sure the guests can get a good view into a habitat from the path they're walking on, because it makes them happy, and because this would be a pretty terrible zoo if they couldn't. The last thing we need to do is to add a donation box. You see, when guests enjoy the view,
I ain't
an
working
animal
there.
will make a donation. Just make sure you put them in easy-to-reach places, like near a viewing point. Donation boxes are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them. Now, before we adopt our ostriches, you should click the play button. After all, if the game's paused, then so are our caretakers, which will make it a bit tricky for them to deliver the ostriches, eh? By By the way, as well as pausing the game, you can speed the game up.
As I'm doing.
Forward button. It'll run everything at 2 times and 5 times faster. It can be useful, especially if you're waiting for money to accumulate or for animals to be delivered to your habitat. Personally, I use it when I'm waiting for a brew to finish. All right, you've finished the habitat, so it's high time we adopted those ostriches, don't you think? Let's get 4 of them in here.
Oh. I don't know if you can do multiple at once or not. No, you can't. No. But they get dearer the more you buy of them. I don't know. Actually, that was a marvellous specimen by the look of it.
While we wait for them to be collected by the caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them. Add a suitable feeding station, water station, and an appropriate food enrichment item. It's often best to place things like enrichments and feeding stations near to the habitat perimeter, so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
Wait a minute. Food. I think it's all this. Lovely jubbly.
Oh, good to see the ostriches have somewhere they can really stretch their legs. Did you know they can actually run at 43 miles per hour? Oh, heaven forbid they ever escape. The speed camera finds alone would bankrupt us.
Well, Bernie certainly seems impressed. Did you do a speed camera joke? Every time we get an ostrich. So, now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better, let's do the same for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut. Keeper huts are where the keepers prepare the food for animals, so they should be placed near to the habitats to make sure the keepers don't waste their time walking when they should be looking after the animals.
Oh, see, it's not doing it. Really is awkward. Right, okay, so we need to build a hut. What's the theme? Where can we place it? Place it there. So it's brick, isn't it?
You'll need to rotate the keeper hut to get it to connect up to the path.
I like that rotation. Oh, I thought that'd be good. Better when it's angles. Oh, it's got to be in that little square, look. Maybe it'll let me. No, it won't. It's got to be the bleeding. That's a shame.
This keeper hut only has space for 1 keeper, but the larger keeper hut can allow multiple keepers to prepare food at the same time. Oh, but bear in mind that keeper huts and other staff facilities shouldn't be placed near to areas where there are lots of guests. Guests don't like seeing facility buildings, and it can affect their happiness negatively. In case that wasn't clear. Something that all facilities, shops, and a whole host of other objects need is power, and that obviously includes your newly built keeper hut. So let's place a transformer next to it, shall we?
Don't really know where the entrance is up there.
Now, the reason everything has gone blue is because you're using the power heat map. This map allows you to see what is and what isn't powered in your zoo. So, once you've placed your transformer, you can click in the bottom left to turn the heat map off. Lovely work! Now the keepers can start using the hut to prepare food, and thanks to where you've put it, they won't need to walk very far to deliver it to the ostriches and hippos. Let's get on to your next objective then. Bengal tigers. We want to adopt some, but I'm afraid there's nothing ready for them yet. Head on over to the plot of land I've marked out. It's not too far away.
Oh, I like hippos. They're coming out. Gone. Right, where are we going now then?
Righty, your next job is to build a habitat from scratch. And concrete and glass, I expect. So go ahead and build it. Just make sure that the habitat includes that big hole we've dug. Oh, and don't forget to add a habitat gate to the barrier. Oh, and make sure the guests will be able to see the tigers.
So, what do we go with? It's transparent. Non-climbable, resistance grade 5. This one's dearer, but it's stronger. I don't know, we'll go with that. Why not? Oh, wait a minute. I don't know what a good height is. Don't know. Bit weird you've got to set the limit here. That I find very strange. We'll change it after, just get the basics put in. That one we want a little bit longer. Just trying to see what that is. Can we go over that? Not sure. It's not going to let me spin this camera now. Jeez, it really is a pain. But I've got to build it around that. Surely that's natural. Don't know. So at least I'm learning. You don't have to sort of come off this. Do that to there, because I'm going to make that side transparent in a minute. Make that a long, transparent one there. Why can't that connect? That is weird. Just want it to connect there, look. But yeah, if I do that, it's going to be a gap. Just wait a minute, I'm going to try and move this fence. No, I ain't going to have it. It's just slightly out. I don't know how you fix that quickly. It's not telling me the buttons properly. There'll be a bleeding gap. I don't know. Can it get out of that? That ain't good. That's not good. It's not made it easy, is it? I'd say that, and then it's not really bleeding clear. How'd you get rid of that then? I don't know what's going on here. Bleeding neck. I don't. What the hell is that doing? Oh yeah, I'm actually just getting there out of sheer luck. That dope. But we're done. I think we're done. Right, now we need the glass panel one, which will go there. No. Why isn't that going? Well, that's why. Do it on this one then, that's just being a pain. There you go. So, we've got to put the thing in. I want to put another one in there. Easy. So that's all you've got to do, I think, is that and then that. But that one's not letting it. I think because of that brick, that one there. That's why. We go there. Job done. That's good. Right, okay, so we're done with that. What else we got to do? Habitat. Don't know which one it is. I haven't really said, have they? Right, build a blue. Complete the boundary. Add a gate.
Now, Bernie takes safety very seriously at his zoos, so we should probably make sure those tigers can't jump out of their habitat, don't you think? The way we'll do it is by changing the height of the habitat's barrier. Okay then, you should start by double-clicking the habitat barrier, which will take you into barrier editing mode.
Yeah. Edit barrier.
Great. Now highlight the entire perimeter of the habitat. You can do that by clicking and dragging the barrier selection tool.
This one? Oh, right, that's what it was.
Now you've got all of the perimeter selected, you can increase the height of it by clicking and dragging the barrier height tool upwards. You'll want to make sure it reaches a height of at least 3.7 meters.
Well, that's a bit high, isn't it? Said at least. I don't think it matters if you go over. Yep, done. I don't think she's happy. Done. I thought that might happen. If I go dead on the dot, she ain't gonna be happy. Oh, back again.
Now that the habitat is in
But at
place,
least.
don't forget to put down a donation box near to your viewing areas. We need every dollar we can get. Especially as these tigers aren't exactly eating instant noodles for lunch.
Why won't it let me put it anywhere then? Look, it's all red. Oh, why has it got to be that side then?
Okay, that's the habitat boundary complete, the habitat gate in place, and most importantly, the tigers won't be able to jump out of it anymore. I think it's time we adopted those tigers.
Don't got to be put inside then, or on the? I don't know. Quite a lot.
Whilst our trusty caretakers collect and deliver the tigers, let's take a look at preparing the habitat for their arrival. We'll start with the basics. Add a suitable feeding station for them. This time, instead of adding a water bowl, let's try something different. Some animals need a pool in their habitat so they can go for a swim, but they can also use it to drink from. All you have to do is make sure the banks of the pool have a gentle slope so they can easily get a nice, refreshing drink. There's already a pool excavated, but you still need to fill it with water. You should do that by going into terrain and selecting the water tool.
Ah, simple. What do we want, rough or calm?
Yes, that'll do nicely. Of course, just like the warthogs and ostriches, these tigers will also need some enrichment. Why don't you add some suitable toy and food enrichment items into their habitat?
What's that under? Oh, it's the wrong one. Wait a minute. What is that?
Okay, it's really starting to take shape. Now, the tigers will need a shelter in their habitat so they can hide from the guests, or more likely, the bad weather. Although given that we're in England, you might want to think of that just as normal weather. Go on, add a shelter to their habitat. You can either build one from various suitable bits and bobs, or if you like, just pop down the blueprint that I've already built for you.
I would put it over there, but now I don't know. We want people to be able to see them. How do we spin it? Oh, I forget. I don't know where to go with that. If I do that, you're not going to see it. That'd do.
Oh, poor Dabs. I'm sure it can't have escaped your
Oh, it's a
attention that the tigers look a bit miffed. That's because they aren't too keen on the type of terrain in their habitat. Select a tiger and bring up its information panel. Rightio, click on the terrain tab.
Plants.
That's where you can view the terrain information and see how they feel about the different types of terrain. That'll tell you what the tigers need more of or less of in this habitat. Okay then, open the terrain editing tool, select painting, and give them some more soil. Yes, that should help with the habitat part of their welfare.
We want soil, light or heavy. It's not really explaining. That's actually pretty cool. How much of this does it want? Is that better? Not really explaining it, is it? Oh, leave it there. Now it wants more grass. Leading egg.
Right then, all animals need plants and trees from their own biome or continent. You know, deserts, savannas, or Asia, Europe, that sort of thing. It looks like these tigers need a few more plants in their habitat. To get a perfect fit, use plants from the rainforest and temperate biomes that are native to Asia. Although if you have to, you can get away with using just one or the other. The tigers will also want a certain amount of their habitat to be covered by those plants. To find out which plants to use and how many, select a tiger and go to the Environment tab. Now, as you can see, some of the plants currently in the habitat aren't quite right for the tiger, like the wattle bushes. You can remove them if you want. You can find all of the plants you need in the nature section, and you can use the filters to only show the types of plants you want to see. In this case, that's plants from the rainforest or temperate biomes.
What else is there then? Continent. I ain't gonna say rainforest, is it? Well, that makes sense. Anyway, we'll do that there, and then we've got. Can't be. Oh, was it bamboo? I don't know. Bleeding neck. That's horrible. Don't like them. Bleeding neck. Can't say I like these. I don't like them, but we'll go with them because obviously if that's what they need. But I don't like these. Maybe put them along there or something. Oh, I didn't do that one very well. Wow. Don't know. God knows. Oh, that was in the wall.
They say that good fences make good neighbors. I guess that's doubly true when one of the neighbors is a Bengal tiger. Still, those tigers look so happy that I doubt they'd leave, even if you did poke a hole in their fence. Oh, but for heaven's sake, don't test that theory.
Somebody's gonna let me move him.
Right, let's head over to the Indian peafowls. I've been told that we need to improve their social welfare.
Indian something. Where are we going with that lot?
Now then,
Oh
just
look,
find
peacock
one of the
things.
peafowls and select them to open their information panel. Then we can have a good gander at how they're doing. Although technically, I suppose gandering would just be for geese.
Phil.
Expand their social welfare, and we can get a bit more detail.
So you need more of them. Too few adults and juveniles.
Now, they've clearly got plenty of space, and they're not stressed, but it looks like their social group isn't quite right. So let's find out more. Click on the social tab at the top of their information panel to see what's wrong. Right, as you can see, the peafowls need their population to be larger. To solve this little problem, you'll need to adopt 3 more female peafowls. Off you pop to the animal market then.
I can see this being very relaxing, really. I mean, it's stressful at times, yeah, but just chill out.
Good work on those peafowls. I expect they'll be delivered soon. But
Don't have to set
sadly,
them all out.
it sounds like our snow leopard is a bit grumpy. Let's head over there and see what's wrong with her. Just like people, animals can suffer from stress if things aren't quite right. You know, like when you see someone putting the milk before the tea bag. In the case of these snow leopards,
The
they're a
water's
bit
there, not there,
stressed
so that's
by
a
their
weird.
lack of privacy. You can lower their stress levels by swapping out the normal glass barrier by their cave for one-way glass. It's not a cheap option, but I think they're worth the expense, don't you? This will give the snow
Not having it,
somewhere
look.
to go when they want to get away from the prying eyes of the guests.
Oh, it is a bit heavy, isn't it? Bit heavy, that.
course, when an animal isn't in its natural biome, it's probably going to be too hot or too cold. Unsurprisingly for the snow leopards, it's too hot. Even with the terrible British weather. You should help cool it down by adding some coolers to their habitat. But let's start by opening up the temperature heat map and having a look-see at the temperature in the leopard's habitat.
There we go with that one. Oh. Ah, look.
As you can see, we already have one cooler in there. Let's pop some more down and get as much of the habitat as chilly as we can. Luckily for us, this habitat already has power, but you'll need to make sure of that in the future. Just so you know, if any part of a habitat is powered, then the whole habitat will be powered.
It's not saying like a radius, is it? I don't know. Oh yeah. Well, that bit's already there, so if we put it. Problem is, it's going to make the people cold. How do you make that? I think that's what we're going to have to do. Move them about. Do that one there, and then shrink it. And then another one over here. And then if we click it, I'm open. We can make it smaller. Yeah. Oh well. Wait a minute. Let's just see how low that is. Delay in it. Well, now I don't have. Very delayed. That's alright, 5 for that one. That one needs to come down. Why ain't that? Not getting anywhere with that one. There we go. Very delayed. That should do, I reckon. Is that alright, or we've got to do more? Maybe if I move that one further at the back. I think the further the back you got it, more you can spread it, because we don't want it on the pavement. Alright. That one just don't. It's not coming up. Look, I can't do anything. So that's a problem. Clearly, there's a bug with this. Look. Nah, it's a bug. Forget it. I think that's a problem. Put one in the corner.
You can find heat maps for all sorts of helpful things, so do be sure to explore them and make good use of them. It'll take a little while for the temperature to adjust once you've added coolers or heaters, but now we've got the coolers in, we can address the leopards' terrain welfare. You see, what the leopards really want in here is snow and rock, so let's make that happen.
Snow and rock. I think surely snow itself would make it cold. Where's rock? Well, you don't do rock like this. Rough or... I think it's going to be... Maybe it'll be rough. Well, it's come out. Maybe it's excited.
Now then, all of that should give you a pretty good understanding of how to make animals happy. So I'd like you to go and check on all the other animals in the zoo and
Happy.
fix up any issues with their habitats. That'll increase the average welfare of the animals across the whole zoo. And that average welfare is a very important statistic. Now, to quickly see how all your animals are doing in the zoo, you should go into zoo management and then into the animals section. As you can see, this list shows you the animals overall.
Tiger, yeah, what's this one?
So if something's amiss, then you can quickly pop over to them using the locate button. Right, I'm off for a cuppa while you make sure all the animals are well looked after.
How do we get water then? How can I stop that being dehydrated when there's water right there? I'm bleeding it. Water, water, water. Put another water. Not sure they have troughs, do they? Water trough? That one's alright. Why is she not drinking? Or he, she, I don't know. He. Nothing in it. He needs to fill it up. Maybe that's what it is. We put the trays in. We ain't ordered the food in or something. So, see what happens. Let's speed it up. Let's speed that up. I think I blocked the doorway. Blocked it. I'm actually irritated by this. It's actually almost impossible to turn. And I can get in. Why ain't no one coming? Gonna lose me tiger in a minute. Yeah, keep us here. Fill it up, dude. Right, left again. Come in, left. Who's this dude? Wait. Who's he? Oh, he's a vet. Ah, good one. Oh, Christ. Oh, that's alright. Just having a rest. What about that one? I still ain't got water in it. Oh, well, they're doing alright now. They're alright. There is an incorrectly placed educational item in the park. Habitat bold for what? Who is it? What should it be? Not really clear. What's wrong with it? It's hippos. How's that the wrong board? I don't get it. It's hippos. Hippo right there. Don't really get the point of that. That seemed alright to me. Feeding station cannot be reached by keepers. Oh, why can't I reach that? Oh, that one. What's the feeding station? Oh, it's this bloody thing. It's this. I think. Let's get rid of that. And that. There you go. See if that fixes it. Oh, I think it's fixed. If they don't get eaten, of course. Ah, it's good lad. Yay. That's nice. Done all the chores, I think. Not sure if I finished the tutorial now. I mean, I feel like I have. No confirmation that I know of. We've got these little tortoise. Speedy the tortoise. I mean, I'll probably have to get the downloadable content because I love polar bears. Pretty cool. Don't think I better build something like that. Let's have a look at elephants. I ain't seen the elephants. Little one. Why are they running around like psychos? Have I got it on fast forward? Oh, I have, haven't I? Look. Ugh. Don't have to go zoo, do you? Just literally sit here. That's cool. Like that. Who else we got? Let's have a look and see. Done the bears. Done all these really. Oh yeah, look. Lima. Right, so none of them seem distressed. So let's see what else there is to do. Objectives. Gold. Increase the average habitat species. Overall welfare to 90%. We're on 83. So let's get their welfares up. So we're looking at focusing on the tortoises at the minute. So their welfare 61%. There you haven't got any enrichment, so let's focus on that. They need food enrichment and toy enrichment. Right, so where are we? Let's have a look, see. Food. Filter. We filter it to them. Can't be all these. Tortoise, what are we on? What's brown? I don't know. Yeah. Is it Galapagos tortoise? What are we looking at? Aldebar, blah blah blah. The giant tortoise. Right, so now we've filtered. We've got food trough, medium, large. I think we need large because there's quite a lot of them here. They got one now. Maybe just need a medium one then. Just need another one. Right, I've got that. We need water pipe. Why would they have a water pipe? They can't do their own water. Water bowl. Good, good. That isn't even placed properly. But alright, let's call the keeper. Let's see if we can get that built up. He did come in. Welfare still 61. Hard shelter. They need toys as well, so we need toys. What they got? They got nothing, have they? That'll do. Hopefully that'll keep them going. We've got food. We need that shelter. Where do I go with that? Does that fit there? Can't really bloody see anything. Oh, it just does not like doing that. How'd you drop it? Seems a bit odd, doesn't it? I don't know if they're going to be able to get in it. Drop that. Better, isn't it? Don't know if I've done good shelter now. I don't know if it's shaded or not. But they're doing better. Look, it's just a shelter now, and food enrichment is only partially available for all animals. Right, hard shelter 27%. It's still not good, is it? What we're doing, just because we are, I'm just going to throw some of this in. Look, medium, large, extra large. We just chuck that in. That ain't going to hurt none. I don't know. Did you put that in there? Don't know if you can do that. Alright, just put it there. So, can't moan at that. Come on, be happy. What more can I do? Unless that's supposed to go over there. Might make more bleeding sense. Let's move that. No, I want that there. Oh, if it tight, is it linked it all together? I don't know how to unlink it. That's it. Better. I think that's better. What is that? Is that foul? Get rid of that a minute. I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, take it out. That's done, that's done, that's done. Oh yeah, welfare 84. Nice one. Still, the hard shelter's irritating them, but let's get in there. Have a look. So, God, I've still got more to do. So it's the giraffes now. Zebra and giraffe. They must be in the same habitat. What we got going on with you? Oh, bleed now. They've got nothing. Whoa. Habitat. Toy. What we got? What are they? Plain zebra. Right, we want toys. Scatter it all around. Now we got some bits and pieces. Right, so what else we got? Oh, Golden Bennett. Oh, it's going super fast again. Stop that. Right. Terrain and plants. It wants grassland. Right. Right, that's them. Oh, that'd be a cool tree. Maybe I should just put that in the first place. That's pretty cool. Quite like that. Oh, I don't like that. I have to get rid of it. Didn't like that. I don't have a clue, to be honest. Figure it out as we go. Weird they want rocks. That's a bit of a weird request. What do you have to say? Because I think I've got sort of draft out yet as well. Let's see if they're happy at this point. How are you getting on, Chuck? Let's have a look. Terrain, plants. But we've got to wait because this. Surely that can improve. Just put all the plants in. I don't know. I'm going to leave them for a minute because they're clearly having issues. Right, they want grassland and tropical. Oh yeah, that might be what the problem is. Get rid of that tree. Well, okay, so at least we're getting somewhere now. Food now. We need food for them. Now, let's have a look. So we've got that. Beds and shelter. I don't even know if there is a bed and shelter now. Oh, it's got one there. Gonna see what happens. Let's open it up. Probably still needs work done to it. It's still very bare bones, isn't it? Very round here. So it's still a terrain issue more than anything. Interspecies bonus, but it's the terrain. Okay, so that's easy enough to do. We need more soil and more grass long. Grass long. Oh, look long, does it? Oh, less soil. We need less soil, I think. No. Where do we want it? Where the arrow is? Wait a minute, I'm just adding more, just see what happens. That is the line. I don't know. I think we need to get it in the bar. Need that arrow within the bar. Nearly. Just about. And then we need soil. Heavy soil. Just, you never know if you're taking one thing away to add to the other. Don't see where there's space. This grass short, where's all that? I can find the grass that's short. Can't tell the difference looking at it. Oh, it's maybe patchier. What am I doing? Soil heavy. I think the bar. Animal needs less soil. Alright, forget it. I'll go the other way, yeah. Gotta go sort the giraffe, the thingy out after as well. The zebra, they might not be happy. That's all it is, we have to just go with more grass, look. They don't like all this rough rock. Shows how much I know. Run long? Yeah. Nearly there. Just don't know where the hell the rest of it is. Way, we're in the green. Okay, so good news is that's good. So about these guys. Oh yeah, we're all up. We're up. I think we're good. Might have hit the jackpot. They're all good. Let's see where we're at. Objectives. Increase the average habitat species overall welfare 90%. Well, 88. Quite close. I'd say it's the lemurs maybe. Lemurs and the hippos. Let's have a look at the hippos. It's hungry. Too few adults. Too few adults. Adult population. We need another adult hippo. Well, what one is it? Was it just one? It's just hippo. Wait, Nick. How do we do this then? Species. You can't even just filter it by name. Yeah. 28 years. I don't know what was classed as. Adopt. Don't know. What do they just want? One more, or do you want two more? Might just get two more. That mean 21. I don't know if I want females or males. Get a female. Might have a problem. Oh yeah, a new animal has arrived. Low welfare. Now what we got? Ah, bloody heck. We've got too many now. Now we've got to get rid of one. I think it's going to be one's male, one's female. Right, female, male. I'm going to pause this a minute. I think it's a male thing. There's too many. That one. How do you get rid of him? Too young, isn't it? He's only two. Box them? What do you mean by box an animal? Don't know what box an animal means. Oh, it's not a problem now. Maybe we don't need to box the animal. Bring it back. Oh, can't go back. It's not clear what you do. I'm gonna wind him up. He's trying to break free. Not clear how you get rid of him. Can't you get rid of them all? Maybe it's move. Don't know. Can't seem to do anything. Unless I build a new habitat, but I don't want to go through all that hassle when you can just get rid of one. That's a weird one, isn't it? Box it up. Move the box. bleeding heck did I do with it? Oh, this is ridiculous. That's a really not well thought out part of this. I've got too many, but now I can't get rid of it. I don't get it. Like we're gonna have to build this, make this bigger or something, but you can't. This ain't thought out properly. Really screwed me up. But none of them. Unreal. The only thing I can think of is if I've demolished this and extended it out here, then why keep them happy? Let's try it, last ditch. Let's do it. Add your destructive stuff. Ah, forget it. I know what you got to do. You just got to click it all. You know what? Might be able to do some of this. Get rid of that. It's tedious. Oh, wait, let me just check what that is. Not explaining it, is it? Length's 13 meters, but it's not really explaining heights too much for that. There we are. I don't know if that's bending it or not. Bending anything, is it? Oh yeah. Struggling now, struggling to get the... Oh, it loses so much. I don't understand the ankles thing. Right, they look like they're completely different walls. Which ain't helping me because I need to be stronger. What is that? Edit barrier, what is that? Uh-oh, that's see-through, is it? Ugh. There you go. That might make him a bit happier, mightn't it? Let's have a look. Instead of getting rid of them, maybe I've fixed the problem. Plenty of room now. See if that's solved it. Do. It's not explaining the social things here, look. I wants more rock. Animal needs more rock. Insufficient shelter space available to cover all animals. Can't really see. I don't want to overlap. Oh, I ain't even got it the right way round, have I? Let's go like that. I'd like to think it's fit. Just about. Oh, bleed neck, that ain't fit. You know what? It does though, doesn't it? Do me. Do my body job of a place. Right, that ain't looking good though. I don't know if they're happy or not. Frustrating, be so close. Oh, now we're on 83%. They're still not so unhappy. It's frustrating, you just can't get rid of them. Because if I didn't have that problem... Oh, talk about giving me a headache. Just space, without that, we'd be alright. Toy enrichment, we get that done. Well, that's falling in the water. Everything's bloody obstructed. It's all getting up in the water. Move it. Oh. How can that be 10% when that doesn't even add up to 10%? Where's the frog? Is it in there? Oh, it wasn't that one, was it? Where's the other one? That makes sense. Oh, bleeding it. Got to keep on top of this, ain't ya? I think I'm going to quit the tutorial, to be honest. I don't think I can complete it, because they're not letting me get rid of one, and without that I think it's impossible. The only thing I can think about is if I box an animal up. Let me see what happens if I box it. Would it make everyone happy? Boxer. Now, how does everyone else feel about that? They feel I got more space. Can't win it, can I? Ah, plants in habitat. They are not happy. Bleeding now, it's got rid of a lot. Oh well, alright, well. Well, anyway, that's the end of this tutorial, I think, because oh, so I just can't end it because of that. We've seen pretty much most of it. Will I get to see him have a mud bath? I don't know. I hope I do. Huh. Oh, shitting. Alright, we'll leave that. We'll leave that for now. He's hoovered it up. Oh yeah, what we got going on here? Is this the llamas? Oh, it's the llamas. Train goes through here, so that's obviously the train station. Can we go on the train? Wait a minute, pause. I like going on trains. Oh. There you go, do that. That is a poor seat, isn't it? But I think you can maybe change the seat. Yeah. There you go, that's better. You probably have a little look around as well. Haha, I want their seat. That's what I want. I want that seat. Oh, that's fun. Simple things give me pleasure. God, it's taking a while, isn't it? Oh, it's going again. It's alright. That's the snow, was it a snow leopard or something like that? Can't see it. The tigers. They're out the back. That'll do. I'm good. I'm good. Anyway, this is my introduction. You've seen my exact introduction to this game from the start. That's it. Don't know where everyone comes in from. There? Ah, here, I think. Oh, it's been in the box for too long. Alright, well, I'll save it here. New save. Save. It's been fun. It's been fun. We'll exit. It's been good. It's been good.